Hi Gen Z, I'm Joe Snazzy, and this is the third video in a series where I'm talking about how to build credit as a young person. The previous two videos in this series were geared more towards what credit is and what factors make up credit, but in this video, I'm going to talk with you guys about how to actually get started on your credit journey. The first step, you guessed it, is to get a credit card. Most of you probably fit into one of these three categories. The first category is someone who is simply under the age of 18. The second category is someone who is over the age of 18. And the third category is someone who is 18 plus, but in college or university, there's a specific credit card that I would recommend that you apply for. For each of these three categories, I will be recommending a credit card for you to start with. Are you ready to get your credit journey started? Let's go. All right, here you are. You are too young to get a credit card. You are 13, 14, 15. You are someone in high school, and you're simply too young to just open your own account and get a credit card. What do? You could ask a trusted adult, family friend, family member, to open a credit card for you in their name. This can be a credit card that has zero annual fee and costs them nothing to open. One thing to keep in mind, however, is that their credit score will affect your credit score. So you want to make sure that you do your due diligence and make sure that that person has a decent credit score, that they're making on-time payments, and that their credit utilization is low. And if you find this person, you can simply go ahead and ask them to open a credit card under their name with your name on it, and that'll start your credit journey early. I did this when I was 15. I had a credit union locally here in California, and I went with my dad, and I asked him, I was like, oh, why do you need credit? And he gave me this whole credit spiel, and I said, oh, I want to open a credit card. And he let me open a credit card in his name. My credit limit was only like $150. So I would only buy like a bag of chips on that credit card, but it allowed me to start building credit by the age of 15. If you're able to do this before the age of 18, you will be better off than 90% of the people who are 18 plus. Let that sink in. You don't need a bunch of credit cards or a super high credit limit. You need time. And if you're 13, 14, 15, the time to start building credit can be right now. Super low credit limit, super easy to do. On-time payments, low utilization. Get your credit journey started now. So the credit card that I would recommend for this family member or close adult that you have with you if you want to start your credit journey is to just use whatever credit card that they are using, but find one that has no annual fee so it doesn't cost them anything to open the card for you. This is totally free to do, and you can start building your credit for free. So go ahead and start. Any credit card, any bank with no annual fee. The next category is someone who is 18 and above but a student as well. So this means that you're in university or you're furthering your education. This card is the Discover It Cashback Student Credit Card. I will link to it in the description below. This credit card was the first credit card that I got in my name. On my 18th birthday, I applied for it because I'm a little bit of a nerd about credit, but I have referred dozens of my friends to this card as well. The benefits of this card are also really, really good, but they're not too important for this video's sake. The reason that I'm having you apply to the Student Cashback Credit Card is because they give you $20 every year for having above a 3.0. And I was always hanging around 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, whatever. I'd send them my transcript, and then I got a free $20 every single year. And this card is free to own. So the bank is literally just giving you money. But they're anticipating that you're going to miss payments, that they're going to make interest off you, and that you're going to have a high utilization. Make sure that none of those things happen. You stay below 30%. We talked about this in the last video. Just go watch it again if you need reminders. Sometimes their credit limits can be low as well. When I started, mine was only like $500, so I couldn't spend more than $150 or somewhere around there. But I know some people that applied and got $2,000 line of credit, and it was very comfortable in college just being able to go out with their friends and swiping their credit card. So whatever limit they give you, no worries, just make sure it's below 30%. All right, the last category is anybody who's 18 plus who is not in school. You can go ahead and apply directly for the Discover It Cashback Card. It has the same benefits as the Student Cashback Card, except you don't get the $20 good grade benefit. But all the benefits are the same. The card is completely free to own. You might be wondering why I'm recommending credit cards from Discover. It's because they are the best online bank for credit cards for beginners, in my opinion. Their customer service is great. You can go on to their 24/7 hotline or whatever and ask them any questions that you want about credit. They're super nice people. They're easy to talk to. Also, no, Discover is not sponsoring this video, but if they would like to sponsor this video, that would be amazing. I just personally feel that Discover has the best credit cards for people who are new to the credit journey. All of their cards are free to own, easy to use, and they have amazing customer service. And most of you guys shouldn't have to worry about getting approved for any of these cards that I'm telling you about today. I'll link to all the cards down in the description below. Okay, for the last part of this video, I'm going to be walking through how to actually apply for these credit cards. So if you want to end the video here and go apply for a credit card by yourself, by all means, go ahead and do that. But in this next section, I'm going to be walking through actually how to go apply for a credit card because I want all of you to get your first credit card as soon as possible. All right, here we go. All right. So first we want to do is when we go to discover.com, we're going to find this tab that says all products, and you can see all the credit cards here. I'm going to click on credit cards, and it has all the credit cards that are available. So the building history one is a secured credit card. This is if you have bad credit, and I personally recommend if you're just new to the credit game, you just go ahead and get started with their most popular card. There's a reason it's the most popular. It has the most benefits. So this one here is the student cashback card with the $20 bonus that I was talking about earlier. I'm just going to apply for this first one. So what you do is you go ahead and press apply now. Zip code here. I'm going to blur some of this out. I'm going to blur out my social security number as well. All right. I'm going to type in my zip code. I'm going to blur all this out. I'm going to blur out my last 4 digits of my social security number as well. And I'll let you guys see my birthday. You guys can know how old I am. So when you log in, it has all of my information, and I can pick what background I want my credit card to be. This is really cool. A lot of banks don't actually let you do this, but it's kind of a fun way to just start credit, you know? I don't know. I think it's really cool. So look, there's a purple card or whatever. Cats. I don't like cats. So I'm going to pick the dog. All of this stuff here. My address, I'm going to blur that out. Date of birth, social security number. You just go ahead and fill all of these things in. Employment status. If you're a student, make sure you put college student. If you're employed full-time, part-time, just make sure you fill out the correct category here. For monthly housing and rent payment, I would recommend putting 0. If you are paying rent, you could totally put that number in, but putting 0 will let them know to give you a higher line of credit. That's how it's been for me in the past, at least. Housing status is renting or other if you live with your parents. Total gross income, you want to put $60,000. Even if you don't have $60,000 a year coming in, just put $60,000. Or $50,000. Even if you don't have $60,000 or $50,000, they're not going to give you a line of credit big enough to use all of it anyway. So just put in a number here that's big enough for them to give you a line of credit. If you put 0, you're not going to get approved for the credit card. Just remember that. Email address. Here's your terms and conditions. Look, if you miss a payment or you pay late, look at this percent that they're going to be charging you in interest. We talked about this in the first video. This is so much money. I haven't owed the bank a penny yet, and I've spent more than $9,000 worth of credit card benefits. So just remember that. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end, and I'll see you in the next video. Good luck with your credit journey, guys. See ya.